Yo, it's Ivor. We're in the kitchen because on today's training vlog, we're going to talk about nutrition. Are you frustrated because of how much you eat on your off or easy days? What if I told you the solution was to eat more? Let's talk about it. I'm about to head out for my ride today, which is going to be 2 hours at endurance pace. And on that ride, I'm taking 2 bottles, each bottle filled with 60 grams of carbs. And you might be thinking, endurance ride and carbs? You don't need those. It's a fat burning ride, right? Well, yeah. Maybe you don't technically need the carbs, but that doesn't mean they're a bad idea. Even on easy rides, I find that taking on carbs just makes them feel easier. When you take in sugar, it sends a signal to your brain that your body can keep cashing the checks that you're writing. But that's not the only reason. We are creatures of habit, and our habits determine so many of the things that we do. And notice I didn't say the decisions we make, because decisions are hard, but things that we do out of habit just sort of happen. For example, have you ever gotten off the freeway at the wrong exit because you were going somewhere, but that exit happened to be the one for either your home or your job? Or maybe you're like me and you ride the same routes over and over again because they work for you and they're easy and you don't want to have to plan a new route. Your habits are going to inform what you do when you don't want to make a decision. The point is, habits are extremely powerful, which is why it's so important to develop and cultivate good ones rather than bad ones. Good morning.
Good morning. Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Not bad.
You got a good pace.
Quick sidebar, if you're finding this video helpful, entertaining, or informative, I would love it if you hit that like button. It really does help out the channel and the video. If you're not, drop me a comment down below, shoot me a question, and I'll try to get to it in a future video. Okay, but what does any of this have to do with food or overeating or fueling my workout? Everything! Much of what, how, when, and how much we eat is driven by this rather than this. I live in California now, but for years, every time I would go back to Philadelphia, I would crave a Wawa hoagie. Never once have I had a craving for a Wawa hoagie anywhere other than Philadelphia, and for good reason. They're terrible. Okay, Philly, I'll give you the bread. That's next level. Even Wawa. But I digress. Habits, right. When I sit down and watch TV, I crave snacks. Why? Because it's the habit I built for myself. Okay, TV time, get the vegan cheese puffs and pretzels, or the really big one for me is cereal. It got so bad for me that I started putting in rules like, if you're eating, you can't do anything else. If you're eating, eat. No texting, no working, no TV, nothing. Just be present with your food. And it really helped. But what does this have to do with an extra large appetite on off days or easy days? See if this one resonates with you. I used to do fasted rides or rides where I wouldn't take on very many calories, and I'd get home and think, I just burned like 3,000 calories. And then I'd proceed to eat about 3,000 calories worth of food. That's a lot of food. And if you ride every day, or most days, and every day when you get off the bike, you start consuming thousands of calories worth of food, that's a habit you're gonna build for yourself, and it's one you're going to repeat whether or not you've ridden your bike. While I was editing this video, I thought I should clarify something. I'm not saying that you should run a giant calorie deficit. What I am saying is that you shouldn't get into the habit of needing to eat a ton of calories because you didn't fuel the work. More importantly, please stop thinking about your post-workout food as a reward for the work you did. This is a dangerous and damaging thought process. Food is not a reward. Food is necessary. I'll let past me take it from here. How do you fix that? Fuel the work. Try going out for an easy ride and fueling it with 60 to 90 grams of carbs per hour and see how hungry you are when you get off the bike. I barely even want to have my recovery shake. But what about fasted rides? Don't they teach your body to burn more fat? Okay, maybe fasted rides are beneficial, but it's a marginal gain. Presumably the effect you're chasing after is burning more fat and less sugar, but there's another and better way to do that, and that is to raise your aerobic, that is fat burning threshold. If your FTP is higher, you're going to burn more fat and less sugar at the same power. But Ivor, you're an amateur. Pros do fasted rides all the time. Why do you think you know better than them? Pros are already at the top of their game, and if you're a pro and you're watching this, I'm flattered. Drop a comment down below so I can geek out fanboy style. But if you're not, you've got big gains to be made and you don't have to worry about the marginal ones. But fuel, but the work. Stop thinking about the kg side of the watt per kg equation and start thinking about the watt side, which is a much easier and often healthier get. Put in the work, fuel the work, eat a normal diet off the bike, and you will see the changes you want to see. In fact, I challenge you for the month of October, fuel every ride, every workout, and post your fueling story to Instagram, tag me at The Commutist with the hashtag FuelTheWork. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Why don't you check out this video on how to choose a training plan.